Good morning, children. This is Aruna Rajaputra with today's social studies topic, Maps Our Guides for Class 5 CBSE and for Class 6 State Syllabus. A map is defined as a two-dimensional representation of the whole or a part of a geographical area of the Earth's surface. Here, you can see here. Two-dimensional. This is length and breadth. So, a map is defined as a two-dimensional representation of the whole or a part of a geographical area of the Earth's surface. It may show us many things like mountains, rivers or roads, towns, cities, or it may be a specified maps showing agricultural areas or mining locations or industries and so on. I'll show you some of the maps. This map is showing the important specific maps. Some of the specific maps I am showing. Important rock sites. Sites in Andhra Pradesh this map is showing. And this map is showing the empire of the Ashoka. And this map is showing the emergence of kingdoms and republics. That is Mahajanapadas. Next, this map is showing some national parks and wildlife sanctuaries of India. Next. This map is showing the distribution of rainfall in India, and this map is showing the distribution of different types of forests in India. And this map is showing the major railway routes of India. This map is showing the major air and sea routes of India. This map is showing the main industries of India, and this map is showing the distribution of crops in India. This map is showing the major mineral deposit sites in India, and this map is showing the main centers of the first war of independence. These are some of the specified maps. And do you know, children, maps are having many advantages. Those maps are very useful, more useful than a globe in certain way. So advantages of a map over a globe. Maps can be folded, rolled and carried easily, but globes are not portable. And one more advantage is map gives us a detailed information which is not possible on a globe. So maps are having many advantages. Only one disadvantage of the map or error of the map is it cannot show us the curved surface, children. Then coming to the types of maps. Maps are of four types. The first one is physical map. They show physical features like mountains, plateaus, rivers, lakes, oceans, etc. Different colors are used to show different features. Example, blue color is used for all the water bodies. See here, physical map shows us mountains, plateaus, rivers and lakes, oceans. Different colors are used here. Brown color is used for mountains, green color is used for plain land, yellow for plateau and lowlands. Then blue color is used for water bodies. So this is the physical map, children. And the next type of map is political map. This map shows us the boundaries between the one country and another country. Also shows the country's capital. State capital it will show. Also shows the towns. So this is a political map which shows us the boundaries between one state to another state and also one country to the another countries. And the next map is road maps. They shows us roadways, that is highways, airports, cities, etc. As the road transport, roadways is classified into railways and roadways. This two maps shows us the railways and roadways, giving people the correct direction while driving. They also help the people to plan the trips, these two maps, children. And the next map is climate map, children. They give us general information regarding the climate and the rainfall of an area. Different colors are used. Colors are used to show the different climatic regions. This four maps, this is a monsoon, onset and withdrawal of monsoon. This map is showing the seasonal rainfall, average rainfall it is showing, and it is showing the climatic regions, children. Next, every map has a language, children. First, we must know the language of a map, to study the map, to read the map. There are certain signs, symbols or colors used to show details on a map. For reading a map, we need to know the language of the map. The book of maps is called an atlas, which contain different types of maps. Okay, children. And language of a map. Directions on a map. First language of a map is direction. Top of the map shows north, bottom of the map shows south, right side of the map shows east, left side of the map shows west. These are the four main directions. And the sub-direction. The direction between the north and east is northeast, and the direction between the north and west is northwest. The direction between the south and east is southeast, and the direction between the south and west is southwest. The first language we have to know for reading the map. And the next language to read the map is scale of the map. What is the scale? The scale is a ratio between the distance on the map to the distance on the ground, which is called a scale. For example, scale will be given like 1 centimeter is equal to 100 kilometers. For example, the distance between the two places, Delhi and Ambala of Haryana, is 2 centimeters on the map. That means 1 centimeter is 100 kilometers, means 2 centimeter is equal to 200 kilometers. That is, the distance between the Delhi and Ambala is 2 centimeters, which is equal to 200 kilometers on the ground. And next, one more scale is linear scale. The scale of the map can also be shown with the help of a bar divided into equal divisions. Each bar will show particular kilometers. That is, if this much distance of bar is given between two places, it is 100 kilometers. If this much 2 bars of distance is given between the two places, then it is 200 kilometers. This type of bars divided into equal divisions is called linear scale method. So, the scale helps us to measure the actual distance between any two places, children. This language we must know, the second language. And the third language is colors on a map. This picture shows you the colors on a map. Different colors are used on a map, which shows gives us different meaning. So blue color is used to denote water bodies like oceans, seas, rivers, lakes, etc. Light blue indicates the shallow waters and dark blue indicates the deep waters. And the green color denotes plains and lowlands. And the brown color is used to show hills and mountains. Light brown for hills, dark brown for mountains. And yellow is used to show the agricultural land. And every map has a key, which is also called index or which is also called a reference. Here this key is showing this is sea level. All these colors which are used in this, how many kilometers height, how many meters height they are, it is showing. That is sea level above. All these colors places altitude scale in meters it is showing. And this is sea level. All the remaining two blue colors, how much depth from the sea level, these two colors are showing. Next, signs and symbols. As maps are very small, we cannot show the real things on a map. So map makers prepare symbols appropriate to their needs. But some common symbols, which are also called conventional symbols, are used. They are called conventional symbols because they are universal and used all over the world on the maps in the same way. So they are also called international symbols. Here, these are some of the international symbols or conventional symbols or the common symbols used the universe wise in the same way. This symbol shows masjid on a map. This symbol shows Kacha road. This symbol shows Pakka road. This symbol on a map shows tree. This symbol on a map shows settlement. This symbol shows tank. This symbol shows meter gauge. This symbol shows broad gauge. And this is railway station. This is post office. This is a police station. This is post and telegraph office. This symbol is church. This symbol is temple. This is river, and so on, children. So these are all the conventional symbols. Also, stream is shown like this, dam is shown like this, and a bridge is shown like this on a map. And some of the conventional symbols are here. international boundary is shown. That is one country and another country in between. Boundary is shown with dash dot like this. Here it is shown. Okay children, and one state to another state boundary is shown like dash like this. And the country capital square in that red color round circle. Country's capital symbol, it is a conventional symbol. And the state symbol is shown in a square red color. The town is shown with a small circle like this. These are the conventional symbols. And hope you all understood the topic, the maps, our guides. And task for this video is mark all the conventional symbols on India map. And task 2 is color the physical features of India on the India map with the color scheme you have learned in this map. Thank you all children. Have a nice day.